Hello everybody, welcome back. 25 and invested, and today we are going to be looking at the dividends of the year as well as the goals for next year, the savings goals of next year, and every time I do a dividend video, I will also be incorporating the goals of this upcoming year. I think I might actually add it to every video. I think it's important to keep on top of the goals that you want. So let's go over the dividends of the entire year, not just the last month. I did end up beating my goal, but we will get there. So January, February, March, April, May, June, all the way up to June I have. And June was a particularly great month because I had switched from cash to just Xeqt, but I capitalized on dividends from both. That's just luck. I do not plan on doing that. I didn't do that consistently throughout the rest of the year. That's just something that happened. The byproduct of my happening to move money around. However, I am solely in Xeqt. I hold no cash, $CASH. I'm not looking for yield. I'm looking for capital appreciation over a very long time horizon. So I don't think that holding cash for me right now is just a very good idea. So all the way up until then, I had cash, and those dividends were quite big. Though they were quite big dividends. I like it. It's very fun. July and August, I did miss this. I was actually making the dividend tracker during July and August, which is what you're seeing here. SSA on the right is the Scotia savings account. So when you see SSA, that's the Scotia savings account. That is the joint account between myself and my wife that is added. We collect interest on that account. So I've added it to the dividend tracker. Dream Industrial and Nexus REITs have been REITs that I've had for a few years now. The dividends do not appreciate. They don't have increasing dividends. The stock price is pretty stagnant. It is just here for income, and I'm not too sure if that's the right play for me right now. But I'm keeping them in the portfolio. I'm actually gonna move the camera up a little bit. There you go, nice. Royal Bank is a stock that I got rid of. Same with Caterpillar, so you actually won't see these very soon either. Moving on to September. September was a huge month. Every 6 months, I get a dividend from Xeqt. Every 3 months is a small one, and then every 6 months, that's halfway through the year, and at the end of the year, you get an extra large dividend, which is what I was banking on for the month of September and the month of December. So September was very good. As you could see, $200 from Xeqt at that time. We also got BlackRock, Intel, Meta. A lot of these companies that were big tech stocks ended up having a dividend, which helped quite a lot. Canadian Tire still has the same dividend. Nexus REITs, Manulife, they still have the same dividends. And mostly the Scotia savings account at this time had decreasing interest rates. So at this time, halfway through last year, you've seen that the Scotia savings account wasn't contributing that much. It always wasn't contributing that much, maybe $30, but it was particularly bad from here on out. Google, a new contributor, and Meta, Google and Meta this year had started producing dividends. That was pretty cool to see. I don't expect a lot of dividends from them, but I expect pretty good growth in dividends. If you catch my drift, like I didn't expect them to pay that much upfront, but I did expect them to start performing as a dividend company. BN also paying dividends, pretty nice. I think they did up their dividend in December as well. Bank of Nova Scotia and MO are two big dividend payers for the month of October. You could see our Scotia savings account. That is because it is in a premium account, which means that every 3 months we get a little bit more. Every 90 days we get a surplus amount of interest. Again, not that much. We also, for the beginning months, we ended up buying a car. So $20,000 in that Scotia savings account just gone. Which is something that we were anticipating. It's something that we had priced in, but it's something that shows up, very important. It shows up on the dividend tracker. We're going to go over to November next. And November was another abysmal month. Anything under $5. I had to make this $5. I think I did that in September because I have a lot of small stocks that contribute very little, or low dividend paying stocks. So I had to make it $5. Otherwise, this sheet would be entirely full. Which, yeah. And more importantly, going into December, we had a goal of hitting $2,500 in dividends this year. That's the blue. December was huge. December was an amazing month, particularly for Xeqt, because we were getting paid that large amount of, I guess, the other half of that portfolio's dividend, because it pays different parts of Xeqt pay dividends at different times. 2 of them pay every 3 months, and then 2 of them pay every 6 months. So you capitalize on the other, biannually dividend payers in that ETF, and voila, you have a huge dividend every 6 months. Damn, Xeqt is going to make up $680. I did have to fudge these numbers a little bit because I just took the amount of shares and then the amount of money paid on the X dividend date, because they haven't paid it until tomorrow. That's when I'm making the video, is on Friday the 3rd. They pay at midnight on the 3rd. So, I am making this a little early, but I did do the math. I'm very confident in $680. Actually, $679.78. So I did round up a little bit. Forgive me. But Xeqt, obviously the carry here. Manulife Financial, Google, and BN, Brookfield, not bad. Meta, again, a new dividend paying company, as well as BlackRock, which is an old dividend. However, that is quite a healthy amount of money. I did buy BlackRock when I perceived them to be a little undervalued. So it's good. It's very good. We made $3,036.76 this year, which is way better than I thought we would. Now, I do have to sit down and think about what next year is going to look like, between the savings rate and between the dividends and between how much I want my portfolio to be as a portion of ETFs to singular stocks. So you can see that I do have quite a few singular stocks. I do enjoy it that way. I like having small portions of many different companies. It's just how I roll. However, I need to future plan and future proof this a little bit as well going into next year. So to start with that, we're just going to talk about flat savings rate, which is the next slide. Boom. That's it. $3,000 a month. I think that's achievable. I would love to see myself and my wife hit that $3,000 mark. It's very achievable. It's going to take a bit of work. I think that we could blow this out of the water. However, expenditures come up. So I want to be conservative with how much I would like to save, while also pushing the envelope just a little bit. So with all that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you like the format of me being a little more in your face. I'm planning on changing the way that I do these videos coming in the upcoming year. I would like to hit that monetization status. I would like to grow the channel out a little bit more, and I'd like to produce better content to achieve all that. So if you guys like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you like the content, you made it this far, thank you. Sep, for sure. I know you'll be here. Jason, Nintendo Plays, thank you very much, guys. You guys have been fantastic throughout the entire year, and I appreciate all the support I get from you. Thank you very much, guys. Bye now.